Sorry, I was muted. I was closing out spaces. What's up, crew? Let me get some music going. Oh, unfortunately, we have to play restream music, but it is what it is. It's all good. I'm going to play that in the background for you guys, but I'm going to play my own music. There we go. Let me share my screen for y'all. How's the chat doing? Oh, M's popping in too. Let's go. What's up, M? Best day ever today. Why is that? We love that.
Maria must have SPX splits.
What's the blue thing? Talking about my forehead? I have a fat zit, so I'm getting my zit taken out. Have you heard from B Trades? You know, it's been a minute. I haven't seen B Trades on the spaces in a minute. We gotta hit them up. 21K made from Maria. Let's go. That's a damn good day. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Beautiful, beautiful moves this morning to this 5-minute spot we had. That long we played on spaces. That was beautiful. Rebalance to 5-minute fair value from the lower time frame bounce and setup we had. It was pretty nice. So happy with that. That was like what? 65 points almost. Nice little counter trend trade. Amp, I saw something crawling in your beard, bro. Amp, you bad. Started shaking it. I don't think we have to be too concerned, Ocean Stanley. He's probably just taking some time off, you know. Taking some time off social media, enjoying. All right, gap fill this morning was nasty, Amp.
Yeah, I crushed it on the stream.
Good stuff. Is the Tesla announcement after hours today? Yeah, I don't know what time.
There's no set time.
There's no set time? Okay.
I would assume it's probably going to be after the market closes.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
I just got done hosting a Tesla space. Most people think it is the cheaper model.
Yeah.
We can have Tesla Lotto play wouldn't be terrible right now.
Where we at? Big spot we bounced from. Yeah, I don't hate it. Bitcoin back under 121. I really can't dislike Tesla here. We're still holding daily imbalance, even though it's choppy and slow.
The news right now.
Wait, it did?
Tesla website shows standard rear-wheel drive Model 3 in the U.S. price at $36,990. Nope, $39,990.
Wow. Coming in initially.
Yeah, that's going to be probably sell the news.
All right, and wrap spaces up. All right. Sorry, I was just reposting the tweet for the YouTube link. Tesla. A lot of people are thinking it's all the news. Looks like it's starting off to be that way. Choppy, man. Not going anywhere on the market, but how's my circle? Still looking good. We never took out Friday's low. But I like us to take out Friday's low. This is buy zone for me on circle. Hey, what's up, Alan? We closed up spaces. We're on the stream rest of the day, my bro. Update this. What are circle options like? Calls are low-key expensive on this name. IV is pretty high. I really like circle though. I am still long CRCG. Bought some more. I still think we need to go to Friday's low though. Tap into this area. Maybe we don't, but it would make more sense. I imagine that's why we're so choppy. Instead of trying to rip from these lows, we got a bounce and now we're just chopping around. It's because we need to go take this liquidity before going higher, in my opinion. Finally bought some BMNR calls. Oh, Nancy doesn't like circle. I don't really like circle either, but you know, the trade's there. Day's treating us good, Alan. Pretty solid gap fill to the downside this morning. I played a little piece of that pie, and then I played a pretty small long on NQ, but it was there. We tapped into. I'll do a little explanation real quick. Need to do this so you can see ES. ES came, swept out these big lows from October 3rd. We held those lows on NQ, which means we have bigger time frame SMT divergence at these lows. We also tapped into an hourly fair value gap here. So tapping into that hourly, we had to trade to the bottom of it, which is totally fine. All good. Usually I like to tap into it and trade from the top of it up, but we needed to go to the bottom of it. We even traded under it for a moment. And then we got my setup, which just sweep of liquidity to the left, which we had on ES, bigger time frame liquidity. We had SMT with ES there. We had our inversion here, creating bullish fair value on the way up as well. Had our change in the state of delivery there. And we sent this thing higher. Obviously, you could have just taken this inversion and traded this to these most recent highs here. Into these highs. That would have been a great trade in itself. And like if your entry is right after this fair value gap gets inverted, like your risk is 17 points to make 51. I'm greedy and I wanted more, and I wanted to tap into 5-minute fair value because I know the market has to rebalance to untapped inefficiencies. We had this sitting here, and if we're gonna respect the hourly bullish fair value, I definitely expect 5-minute fair value to get tapped into on the bearish side. And so my risk was sitting just under these lows. We came right above my stop here. So we pumped and came right back into my entry, back to the change in the state there, back tested the inversion, that fair value there, and then held those lows, continued higher into 5-minute fair value there. And that's where we ended up reversing from. So I wanted us to push higher into 15-minute fair value because we have untapped 15-minute inefficiency here. Would have liked to see us do that. But for us to get there, what has to happen definitively? What do I know has to happen? We have to run through this. We're not guessing. It's not if, buts, or maybes. We know if we're running through this, we're going to go here. Simple as that. So if we're respecting this, I can't expect us to tap into this 15-minute spot. So that was the long from earlier. Let me look at BMNR and then I'll get over to CRWV Core Weave. BMNR though, been loving BMNR. It's been looking great. Obviously coming in today. This is what I meant by, I know it's been pumping and doing well from these lows, but this is what I mean by it's not doing anything. When you look at what we're doing in this range, we're not really doing anything, right? But it's healthy, and that's okay that we're not doing anything, because even though we're not doing anything, we're still holding bullish for value on the bigger time frame. This is all that matters, because things are not bearish on this bigger time frame unless we're losing this area. Similar to a monthly. Monthly's even broader for if we end up taking a bigger dip. But of course, we have this spot to be watching. On the shorter time frame, though, because that's what we're more interested in at the moment. It's really about this weekly spot. So I don't think you have to worry about anything on BMNR until you're under $46, $46.11. Other than that, we should just continue to chop here until we make a decision to either go higher or try and sweep liquidity lower to then go higher later. I'm in no ways thinking that this is like top and we run through all this to the downside, but the market can surprise me and do that. What I do have to expect is we continue to have this slower, choppier price action on the bigger time frame until we end up getting momentum to go to these highs from where we're at, or we end up trying to sell off, but the sell-off ain't going to last long. The sell-off is only going to last to these lows, in my opinion, to sweep these lows, and essentially go higher from there back into these highs. So either way, we end up at these highs. It's just a matter of, do we need to sweep these monthly lows first? Or do we have the liquidity? Has the liquidity been generated to go here? We'll see. Let's take a look at CoreWeave.
Unknown caller.
All right. CoreWeave. Choppy today. Bigger time frame. I need bigger. Bigger. Okay, too big. Yeah, so everything's being respected on the bullish side pretty well. We're just in this range of choppiness. I still like it though, and I would say as long as you're holding this, things are good. Ideally, you hold this higher low structure you've been making. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Ideally, you hold that, but if you break it, as long as you hold this 102, everything is totally fine on CoreWeave, in my opinion. You get under that, it's likely you go trade to these lows. Interesting look on CoreWeave right now. My notification settings for this channel is set to all, but I did not get any notifications for the stream. Anyone else have the same issue? Interesting. I don't know why. Look, it's popping in. What's up, Casey? MLKN. MLKN's been getting smoked. What is this? What even is this? Oh, interior furnishings. No wonder it's getting smoked. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but this is a stock where, let's be real, I mean, on the yearly, you're down 26.9% when the entire market is skyrocketing. It's not good. It's not good at all. I don't see much opportunity on something like this. Super choppy. The only thing I see is on a really, really big time frame on a yearly. As long as you're respecting this zone, it's fine. But just where's the hype? Where's the opportunity? Where's the momentum, you know? But never know. I just think in terms of what the market's been doing, you look at something like this, tough trade lately, and not something I'm jumping at. What's up, Casey? I don't know if Casey can hear us. Oh, there he is.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry, I was
Oh, that's Herman
Nice.
Miller chairs. That's who it is.
Ooh,
That's why
the
it's familiar.
fancy, expensive ones.
Yeah. Well, I love their chairs. There's some good chairs, although I don't think the stock really reflects how nice the chairs are. Not yet, at least.
Like $2 to $3 grand a chair.
I just got this. It's halfway set up here. Here, I'll try and show you. Here. Oh, I just maxed them. How do I didn't want to delete y'all. I didn't want to delete y'all from the stream.
No, go big screen, go wide screen.
I don't know how to do it. Emp knows the hacks on it. Either way, here, let me go big screen for a second.
Yeah,
You just
big
grab
screen.
yourself and drag it. Okay.
This thing's heavy. I got a new chair. This is autonomous AI. So we're getting that set up.
Hell yeah.
It's like a $700 chair.
Yeah, I'll probably upgrade in the future if I end up sitting at my desk for too long. I'm gonna need one.
Look into autonomous AI. They got some a little bit cheaper than some of the like super expensive chairs, but they're really, really nice. They got desks too.
Ooh, Amazon.
Let's see. Drop tickers, guys, if you want any other tickers. Somebody said Tesla crashing. Tesla. Uh-oh. Tesla intraday coming in a bit.
Yeah, it hit the same hourly high and rejected. There's a trend line right there of lower highs that it can't get over.
I did not expect him to drop that. Like as soon as it looked like it was gonna curl up.
Okay, so for me,
Tesla's on the daily 9 right here.
if it's really bearish,
Ooh.
we shouldn't respect the bottom of this zone here. I know it's a lot of boxes. I apologize, but we shouldn't respect the bottom of this zone. If Tesla's going to sell off, we should sell off through this inverse all the way through 430 if we're truly going to sell off, in my opinion.
Jordan, this one's not bad. This chair's $500.
What chair is it? I'm curious.
It's the autonomous AI. It is the Ergo Chair Pro, and then I added the cool mesh on it
Oh, wait. Which one do I?
for
I
$100.
probably have the same one. See? Oh, yeah. Hold on. I think I have the same one. Oh, no. You have the Ergo Chair Pro. I have the Ergo Chair Ultra 2.
Let me see. Yeah, Ergo
That's
Chair
what I
Ultra
have.
2. I see that one.
That's what I got. The Pro is sick too. Love that.
Oh, it's on sale right now for 33% off. It was
Oh my
$600.
gosh, it is.
That was $399.
Guys, I'll get you guys a link if you want. I have a link with 5% off if anybody wants it.
Oh, dude, the back of that chair looks sweet.
So already, the Ergo Chair Pro is usually $500. It's now on sale for $399. Plus, you can get 5% off with my code. That's dope.
You can get a headrest added on to it for $40.
There's no place I'd rather be.
Dude, the back of that chair looks sweet.
Right? I'm excited for it.
Oh, it looks like a robot's like spine.
Send me that code, my man. Let me post it in the chat for everybody. Give me 1 second, all right, everybody? So don't go order the chair yet. Wait a second. You can save some money if you're going to. Also, this is not just for the chairs. If you guys want to buy any other products from there. They have desks. They have, okay, I'm not going to buy this yet, but in the future, they have a home work pod. You'll know what I mean if you go on their website and look at their work pods. It's like a mini house you can buy for like, you have property and you work like us and, you're loud in the morning live streaming. You don't want to wake up, the wife trying to sleep in and catch some Z's. So you go out to your little work pod, right? That might be sitting out by the pool and it's like your little studio room. It's so dope what they have. I was looking into it. I didn't even know they had it. And I'm like, okay, I need one of those. I'll show you guys on stream right now if you guys want to see. Give me a second though. I want to get this link for you first. I have so much energy for getting no sleep the past 3 days. It's kind of interesting. But we'll rock with it,
So the Ergo Chair Ultra 2 is the upgraded version of the Pro, but you get it cheaper than the Pro right now. It also looks a little bit more like slim fit. Slim fit with your cute ass. Oh, I might buy you a new bag.
Wait till you're 30, energy will disappear. That's why I'm working my ass off now. So, and doing as much as we can do now. So you don't have to, got to live life and work hard now. So, because I'm going to be tired anyway, right? Whether I work hard now or sleep in, I won't be tired anyway when I'm 30. So better do it now.
All right. I'm going to put this chair on my Christmas list.
Which one's that?
The Ergo Chair Ultra 2 in black with a headrest.
Oh, you like that one, huh?
Yeah, I like that one. That one looks...
Dude, I don't know what it was. That thing is sick.
Just the way that it's designed, too, it matches my my desk.
Okay, guys. Emp, I don't know if you are signed into the Wolf Trading. If you can pin that link. If not, it's fine. We'll just leave it in chat. Not a big deal.
I already got two things pinned.
Oh, you're good. Just leave those then. This is just extra for anybody that wants. I did throw the code for autonomous AI and the link there to the website. So you guys can either just use the code at checkout or just click that link and anything you order, it'll just it should directly put the discount code for you. If it doesn't though, just make sure you do Alt to Ace in all caps and you can get that discount. And here, I'll show you real quick.
Wait, we can use a discount code on top of the discount that the website's already given us?
Should be able to because it's already 20% off. Plus, you can use my
No
code.
way.
I think so. Maybe fact check me on that.
I'm gonna try it right now. I'm gonna check it.
So what we're looking at, the chair that I got, guys, by the way, just so you know, and I'm setting it up today, so we'll have it all set up for the streams in the future. So these are all the chairs. Casey has the Pro, which the Pro is sexy. Pro's super sexy. I just got this one though, the Ergo Chair Ultra 2, and I got it in gray because my last chair is in gray. I kind of feel like the gray is my vibe. This thing is beautiful though. We got it in the Dover gray. But what I was talking about with the pods, the backyard offices, dude, this is so cool to me. I want one of these. These are insane. Where is it? Can I oh, here we go. Look at that. Like just by the pool, chilling. You got your little workspace. I can see Casey like trading in there right now, kids banging on the door, trying to get in. Look at the standing desks. Those are dope too. Let's go to that. They have a bunch of standing desks. Ooh, the L-shaped. I need me this one. Hello.
I don't see a spot to input the code on the website when I'm going to the checkout.
I remember it was hard for me to find, because I was having the same trouble, but I did it.
Unless it's at the very oh, there it is at the top.
Yeah,
okay.
It's there. I know. You kind of have to look for it.
So if you're on mobile, okay, and when you start going through the process of ordering it and you get to the payment section, at the very top of the screen it'll say show order summary with the price with the drop down. If you click on that, then the discount code box pops up. There we go. So
what I love mainly too about all this stuff is, guys, I don't know, this chair that I bought this off TikTok Shop, this one that I have set up, garbage, but it's been working well for the time being. Such a hassle to put together. And this chair is 8 bolts. 8 bolts, that's it. You just put it together and screw it together. That's it. So I love easy.
How much is the code supposed to take off?
My code is supposed to take off 5%.
Okay, perfect.
Did it work?
Yeah, so it took off $22, which essentially covers all the taxes for the order.
Boom, there you go.
Just about. The difference is $7 between the taxes on it, because the taxes are $29. If you input your code on the Ergo Chair Ultra 2, it takes off $22. So it almost covers the taxes. So it's going to be $446 for the Ergo Chair Ultra 2, which is cheaper than the Pro for getting the upgraded version of it.
Solid.
So
Useless Biomass said assembling the chair is what's stopping me from buying one. Exactly. That's exactly why I mentioned this shit's so easy to put together because I'm the same way, bro. I don't want to. I just don't want to have a hassle of putting together a chair. This desk too that I have, because this desk is the same brand as this chair. Just an absolute hassle to put this shit together. Horrible. The autonomous AI stuff though, I can promise you, much easier. Much easier. Although I have not put together a desk, so maybe don't quote me on the desk side, but I would imagine if the chairs are much easier, so would the desk be. What's up, Tesla groupie?
I don't know how to pronounce the name of this one, but it's DOWINX. That's the brand that I'm currently sitting in.
Gotcha.
Dowwinks, down now. Something. I literally only have it because I really like leather chairs. I don't know why. I can take a really good nap on a leather couch. It's just because it's so cool. Just when the AC's on and the leather gets nice and cold, you get a little blanket on a cold leather couch. You take such a good nap. And it's blue and black. It matches the office. But let's see what's going on.
Tesla, what a disappointment. Oh, don't you worry, baby. You're retesting bullish order flow. You got nothing to worry about. Just a little sell the news event. She's fine.
When is that going on?
Apparently, they released it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they released the Model Y standard and the Model 3 standard, like lower cost version. They took out like some of the like fancier features, like the rear screen and some other stuff. I didn't read the full post, but that's kind of what we were expecting.
Daily bullish order flow holding. Retest of all the lower time frame order flow as well. Nothing to worry about unless you're under 430.
It was a wheel cover for this new vehicle. That's what the little video was.
Dude, what a reversal on IREN. Another order just came in for those $80 calls from earlier too.
Circle, by the way, beautiful.
Ooh,
We didn't quite hit my Friday spot, but I still bought more earlier than I mentioned, and doing great from those lows. I still expect us to tap into that spot though, so beware. But looking pretty decent from those lows. I'm trading CRCG, though, so 2x leveraged.
Ooh, DraftKings I wanted to look at again.
I love the trading view aesthetic, Jordy. It's rare I hear that from people, at least in this area of social media. But I appreciate it. I would argue I have the cleanest charts in the game, but you know,
I like that yours puts that like big, like the bigger candle beside.
Oh, that's just an indicator if anybody wants it. Super
yeah,
easy.
no, I like that because it's like it tells you what the bigger time frame candle is doing.
Yep. Do high time frame power of 3 by 2 degrees, and then you guys obviously, like, I look at a 4-hour candle. You guys always hear me talking about 4-hour, but you can come on here, pick any candlestick you want, customize the colors, everything, and then you have that. It's just nice. It doesn't really do anything but show me that candlestick, right? It's nice to be able to know what the 4-hour candlestick looks like while I'm on a 1 minute, while I'm on a 1 minute, 5 minute, etc. I hate that I can't be on multiple trading view screens at once, man. That's the one thing, especially with streaming, that is just not very good. Like, how am I supposed to do all this? Dang it. It's whatever. We just close it. Can't be at 2 places at once. Okta. Let's take a look. Chop, chop. I mean, what a range. There ain't nothing happening here. Bigger time frame.
2 zones still. Dude, freaking IREN.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I am not bullish Okta. By no means. And I won't be basically until it's making all-time highs. No reason to be. You're tapping into yearly bearish fair value. I have to expect the market to be manipulated here to go lower. Now you're getting delivery from another yearly spot, but that's just indecisiveness between the two. You got to reclaim this low for anything to happen. So really don't like Okta, to be honest with you. Unless it decides to hold the bottom of this and really get moving through this spot, which it can, sure, surprise me. Get over $100 and really start moving towards 200. I'll be surprised. No worries. That's fine. But as of now, I don't think you can be bullish on this name, at least from the perspective that I have. I don't see it yet. So those are my thoughts on that. I really never looked at Okta on that time frame. Does not look good. See if the market wants to surprise me there, though. BMO. This name looking pretty good. Wow. Getting delivery from weekly for value. Absolutely no reason to be bearish until this name runs through here. You guys notice how I'm a day trader, but I'm still on a weekly, monthly, daily time frame? It's for a reason. It's because we don't want to ignore these spots, because this is the narrative. This is the whole context of what we're going to be trying to do on a lower time frame. So yeah, I love this. We've been respecting these areas here. All of this been respected. We can definitely just continue higher from there. But on any dips, the only dip that would scare us is a dip getting through 59.93. That's when we can get scared. Other than that, any dip into this area, any dips in any of this area is to be bought, in my opinion.
All right, I'm going to take a trim here up. It's almost
NQ.
50 points on NQ.
Beautiful.
Just gonna take a trim here, and I'm going to go open stocks and spaces.
Sounds good. What else we got? AVGO. Can AVGO flip green today? Oh, look at the curl action there. It's pretty sexy. Looks like it definitely can flip green today. You're getting delivery from this gap. Delivery from weekly for value. Absolutely no reason. Again, you guys see a theme. I'm not guessing. I'm letting the market tell me what's happening. Zero reason to be bearish until we're under 311.23 or 311 even. Why? Because we know that there's weekly bullish for value. There's going to be weekly big bull orders up until that level. And so I'm not concerned with any dip unless it's under that area there. So love this. We're in kind of a buy zone here on the weekly. Of course, you want to use that lower time frame to give you more precise entries with good risk. But love AVGO at getting delivery out of this area. Again, just got to hold that 311. So any dips from 330 to 311 should be bought until we're told otherwise, in my opinion. What's the code for the chair? Alt UL. I'll type it out again. Alt to ace. If you just use the link that I posted up top in chat, you might have to scroll up a little bit, but should just take you directly to there with the code attached. Iron's looking pretty good, and then we'll go to SMCI. Iron. Intraday getting a nice pop. Bigger time frame. I mean, you're at all-time highs, aren't you? You're at all-time highs. Can't really do anything with it, but if you're holding it, amazing. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. When a dip does come, this is way bigger time frame. Can't be bearish until under here. It's bigger time frame, but on a lower time frame, because what if you get dips to that area? You're creating so many spots. There's going to be, I would imagine there's going to be some dips that do happen on this name to retest some bigger inefficiencies that have been created on the way up, but it's ripping right now, all-time highs, so let her do her thing. How do you remove the info box on PO3? Input status lines, style. I don't know, brother. Not sure. I don't think I have it turned off. Let's look at SMCI real quick. SMCI in terms of technicals looking pretty decent from these lows. Choppy, but healthy. Trying to clear this gap. We'll be looking like on a bigger time frame. Ooh, bigger time frame. This should not be ignored. That should not be ignored. It's a big deal that we inversed all this price action. All right, so we have our line in the sand. If SMCI is going to sell off, what do we know should be happening? For a fact, no if, buts, or maybes. We know we should respect monthly fair value. Simple as that. If we're going to sell off from here, we're going to respect the zone and go lower. So what do I know? I know if we're getting monthly closures over 65, 63, we're going to all-time highs. I don't have to guess, right? We get over this area. I know we're inversing bigger time frame order flow. If we're getting order flow delivery on the monthly from this area, what's the next liquidity to take on this name? All this liquidity resting here. So lines up with standard deviation as well. Standard deviation reversal zone takes us right to all-time highs. Full target takes us into 180, 179.37. SMCI looks phenomenal. But lower time frame, it's still in this choppy range, so you got to be careful. It doesn't mean you can just buy it and it's going to go straight up, right? But bigger time frame, you know you have that higher time frame narrative working with you there. Peace out, Joe. Have a good one, my man. Headed to the beach. Hey, have a good one, ocean sailing. Run some TA on fuel cell. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
FCEL?
Let's do top down. Oh, gosh. That's bad. But it looks like it's trying to get turned around recently. So recently you have seen a big shift in the structure. Complete market structure shift here. Changing the state of delivery here. Yeah, I could expect fuel cell to trade back into these highs here. 15, 16 bucks. Where's the next monthly for value? Boom. You're probably going to have trouble into $16, but 16 bucks. I don't hate fuel cell to get back to there. But then you're retesting monthly for value that should get respected to go lower unless we run through. So did sweep lows to the left though. Swept these lows out, getting a higher time frame forever model to get back to these recent highs. So I don't hate it. He said, yeah, I'm targeting all-time highs. Well, I will say, go back. I will say, if you do run through this, I will say, if you do run through this, though, you get through that 1839, I literally have nothing in the way, all the way to previous year highs. So just keep that in mind for fuel cell. Not a name I'm investing in, but you can trade anything. And if we're getting over 1839, I expect this to trade all the way to 49.80, which is last year's highs. But that's if and only if we inverse monthly order flow. If that doesn't happen, then that's not going to happen. I agree, Alexander, and you know who agrees with you? One of the best options traders I know. His name is Paper Gains, and he loves SMCI. So I agree with you 1,000%. I'll be out majority of 16, as you say. Yeah, but you can always look and see, you know, okay, if we get over that spot I mentioned, oh, I know, okay, maybe I can get back in and trade this to 49 bucks or whatever, the previous year highs, you know. So yeah, good stuff. RGTI. I mean, what do you do with it, you know? Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If you're in this, fucking congrats. But what do you do with it, you know? You just let this thing ride. The only thing I can do for you here is run fibs, which I will do, happily. But that's all I can do. Based on yearly manipulation, we're coming into full target. Watch 50 bucks, 50 to 55 bucks. Better be careful at. That's all I can do. That's all I can do is give you 50 to 55 bucks and watch for rejection there maybe. But just like the market, we can just sail right through that, you know. But RGTI is a banger. Been really good. You guys like my star? Casey, you like my star? Because I was a good boy in class.
What the heck?
I got a fat, freaking juicy zit on my forehead.
Oh, is that what it's for? Like
Yeah.
a cover-up thing?
Yeah, it instead of popping the zit, it like sucks it out.
That's so weird.
ACHR, Archer Aviation. Thinking, let's go. Down. You have every reason to be bullish on a bigger time frame, though. No reason to be bearish yet. Unless you're running through all of this. So, under $3, it's fucked. Wait for me. Guys, make sure you are liking the stream and subscribing to the channel. And turn post notifications on here. I know somebody said they weren't working, but they usually work just fine. And obviously, I know post notifications on X can get annoying because we're posting all day long. But on here, we're only going live. So you'll only get notifications when we're actually going live. So make sure those are turned on the Wolf Trading account here. I should be able to hop on live stream tomorrow too. Look at this, guys. We just have, we're turning into a bunch of live streamers. Love it. Why not? When we don't have conversations off the back half of the day on X, I'm happy to. FSLY.
Mm-hmm.
Fast. Are you trading this?
Yeah. FSLY, baby.
It's been good off these lows. I think it can really get good if you see this happen. Give me a second. I think things can really get spicy on this if we get a little bit of this.
Oh, that's A-Rod. It's A-Rod. What's up, A-Rod? He loves himself some ass. That's so why. It just back tested the weekly 9 and point of control at $8. This is kind of what you want to see it to hold to the SR flip in a higher low.
I wouldn't mind it getting this structure shift. This is a monthly time frame, so it's a way bigger time frame. But I really would love to see us run through this, make this an inversion, get a whole market structure shift, run through that, come into back test all the areas, and maybe we create like, generally this is what happens, but maybe we create like big bullish inefficiency that we tap into on the back test to then go higher. My only issue with this right now is on this lower time frame. We're still technically respecting this big bearish area. So for bulls, what do we want to see? We want to see us respect the bottom of this gap, 823, and trade to 990 and hopefully get over that, which I do think can happen. So yeah, Fastly doesn't look bad. I'm not like super confident in it, but it's been getting momentum and it's gotten a trigger from here, Casey, which I do like. And I just wouldn't expect it to go lower from here necessarily. So I do like it to at least move higher into these highs, whether or not it gets a full reversal later, who knows? But I like it to move higher from here for sure into these highs here. Try and get over that 990 if it can. Where would the stop loss be for FSLY? Well, depends on your time frame. Depends on, are you trading intraday? Or are you swing trading? I think it matters a whole lot. If I was, let's say, swing trading this with, 3 months of time on my contracts, I mean, if I was buying right here, my stop loss would be under 741. So essentially you could just do under this week's low. We shouldn't trade there if this is going to continue to be bullish, in my opinion. We should respect, even if we need to dip a little bit more, we should respect all this for value sitting here if we're going to go higher, which means don't expect us to trade to this previous week low, which means that's where stop goes. But it depends. If you're taking an intraday trade, it's going to be completely different, right? It really depends. So I couldn't tell you perfectly, but if that lines up with what you're thinking, perfect. UNH.
I just pulled that up.
Yep, been continuing, getting over the half gap, trying to close full gap. Watch for full gap sellers. And then we look to see if we can go test this gap up here as well.
That'll be me.
Yeah.
I will be selling at full gap. The
Yep.
runners that I have. I think they're up 106%. Let me pull it up.
Amazon awaiting all-time highs.
No,
Back testing bullish for value, holding. Just slow.
Will it adjust?
Not much to say there.
No, maybe. 109%.
Mm.
On
Open.
UNH 500s.
Open's been a good name, but a little bit memey. I would say we're tapping into some big targets that I have. Nah. Maybe you continue higher, but you really need to run through this. Tapping into this spot is getting shady on open, in my opinion. AA. Slow grind up. His name just ranging hella. Super rangy name. Not much clear direction. It's like you're respecting big yearly spot, but you're also respecting big bullish yearly spot. Even if I try and go down to this lower time frame, I don't get much clarity. You're just stuck in between these two zones. I don't have too many thoughts here, to be honest. I guess bullish unless you're under 24.17, but also can't be too confident bullish until you're over 63. I don't really love that. Mara's finally over 20 bucks. Mara, trying to get it going. Still in this monthly range, which is tough. But you're getting delivery from the monthly here. So I do expect these highs to get traded into on Mara.
Him's cruising, new high a day.
Let's go.
Daily setting up. Pretty decent reversal. Weekly looks good. It's coming back up to the top of the range. If it does reject there, it could create a little bit of a head and shoulders. That daily chart just looks weird overall, but
Oklo, what do you do with it? Let her fly. D Pro, what do you do with it?
Jesus. Have you looked at the heat map today?
I haven't. We can take a look.
Go look at that heat map right now on TradingView. Look how disgustingly flat this market is right here.
Yeah, look at.
Dude, like 90% is gray. Oh, yours looks a little bit different than mine. Are you on TradingView?
This is S&P. This is on FinBiz.
Okay. For things that are like barely up or down, it marks it as gray on TradingView. So like Microsoft is up 0.21, Google's down 0.22, Apple is 0.02, NVIDIA is 0.1. All of finance is 0.01, 0.04, Amazon 0.07. Like everything on TradingView is like freaking gray. Tesla is red and AVGO is green. That's about it. Nothing else looks good. I will tell you one thing before I jump. TGT. Stock has been getting beaten down.
I'm listening. I'm here. I'm just.
No.
I'll leave the chart up.
Good.
You talk for a second.
No, this name has been getting beaten down. If you go to the weekly chart, it's getting little double bottom bounce from around the $86 area. Now, the daily is pinned between the 9 and 21, and it is coiled completely sideways right here. And it is in a high compression squeeze that is moving to the upside. So I am anticipating a squeeze candle coming soon. Looking at the chart from where, if you zoom out, look left from April, the April dip, I mean, TGT held the mid 80s and, continued to move up higher to, over 100. So point of control on the daily, the volume shelf puts it at 94.
I could see these after these lows got swept, Casey. I don't see like the momentum I would want to quite yet, but I don't hate it if we get back over this 89.50. As long as you don't make lows again, I like it to trade up into these 97s.
Yeah, so
area here.
It's fighting $90 psych level right now on the daily. All these upper wicks, all hitting 90 every single time and closing underneath. If it breaks above that, it should rocket straight to 92.30. Then it should go to 94. Then it should go to 97.
I love it. Ideally, when I look at these, like for instance, very similar setup to this, we go over to circle. Circle. Look familiar, kind of, Casey?
Yeah.
So this is all I mean by like momentum, I guess, is like this type of candle, right? When we are getting over these highs, we're getting that momentum breaking through like all this previous order flow, this price action. That's kind of what I'm looking for there on TGT, which it's trying to. I mean,
Can I throw this chart up real
Oh,
quick?
please do. Here. Yeah, throw it up. I'll let you do it.
Let me see. Share screen. Share.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, I'm in
See my star?
Chrome. How the fuck do I do that?
There we go.
I don't freaking know what my password is.
Oh, does it make you do that? Of course.
Gosh dang it. I don't know. See if that worked. Nope. Try this password. Ooh, that worked. Allow. Later. See if this works. Oh, it might close me out and have to reopen this. This is bullshit.
Oh, you're good. If you have to, though, it's okay. I'll bring you back.
Let me click this button and see what happens.
Yeah, try it. Yeah, he's gone. Here, I'll share my screen for now. All goody. But yeah, by the way, we're still long circle, but I'm long CRCG, so 2x leverage circle. I need to start trading more options and more leverage tickers like I have been like the past couple weeks, because the system I use for the intraday is obviously amazing for trading futures. I absolutely love it. But using that same system on fucking bigger time frames, I swear, is just so ridiculously good. So I need to take advantage of that more. And so I'm starting to do that. That's why I've been trading those.
Oh, we're back.
All right, you're back. We got you.
Let's see. Let me hit share. That should bring the right one
Got
up.
you.
See if this works.
Boom.
All right, cool. All right. So just real quick, just want to show two things what I'm seeing at. So this is the April dip down here, right? So we're just down near this area again. So the main thing that I'm seeing right here is it's been riding underneath the daily 9 right here. Volume point of control is right up here near this 96. If you hit where this area is right here, where it gapped down, you hit it with the trend line, hit all those highs that it rode down. Boom. 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 Okay, now it is breaking above the trend line.
Yes, I see you, Casey. Yeah.
Facing above it, and now we're putting in higher lows off of that. It is fighting here up to 90, right? So it's fighting this right here off this low. Now you turn on the squeeze indicator to be this guy right here. You will see it is now in a daily squeeze. That's what the two little red dots right there mean, high compression. It's been moving to the upside. It just flipped bullish. So the reason on why it's in a daily squeeze, because you look at these daily candles, this is consolidation. It is literally sideways between these two. Consolidation leads to expansion. The daily 21 is literally the orange line right here that's lining up right at 90, and it's basing and holding right here. So one of two things are going to happen. Squeeze candle, and it's going to go straight downside, and well, see, I don't know why the fuck it did that. Squeeze candle, and it's going to break that and take out that low. I mean, and this thing's just going to sell off. Or break above here, and get a move back up there. So risk to reward speaking, looking at previous price action where buyers stepped in and held on the big April dip. I mean, I don't hate it again for looking to long it here. Or if I long it here, I can either risk the equal low if it gets taken out, or slightly, previous day low, which will take it underneath that spot where I want it to hold for the higher lows. Breaks 90, like I said, first target up here near this 92 area. That goes ahead and puts it out already at a 2.5 risk to reward. But this is going to be based on a larger time frame. I'd like to see potentially if it breaks out of here, hits 92, do the higher high, higher low kind of, pattern until it works its way up to the volume point of control full target up there near 96. That could be absolutely what I'd be looking for over the longer period of time for it to move up to that area. So interesting chart here. Again, it's coiled here on the daily in a high compression squeeze, just complete sideways. Consolidation leads to expansion. Now the question is, expansion in what direction? And I'm just looking at where it is right now. I like where it's holding. I like that it broke that downside because look, it has not been above that daily 9 since the gap down here back in August, and it's been selling off and going under it ever since. And now it's above it for the first time and just fighting that 90
I love it.
Daily 21. So
Useless Biomaster, you have a really good question, which I actually want to tap into. He said, how can you predict long-term moves when news can come out at any time? And you're so right. News can come out at any time. But what you'll notice, and I'll go over to my screen real quick and just share something that I think is amazing. You guys have heard me say this over and over, that, aside from the random Trump comments that can very much surprise, price action in the market, aside from things like that, when big news on a company is coming out, or big news such as like data in terms of like NFP data or new home sales data or a session open, New York sessions opening, right? All these things, people get very scared of volatility. When price action is not going to change based off of these things, it's only going to get to where it was going in originally faster. And so that's where you look at something like UNH, for instance. This is just a beautiful example. Because a lot of the time, the reason I don't care about news is because if I'm right on price action told me the direction before news ever did, right? And UNH is a freaking perfect example. And let me walk you through it, right? So UNH drops on the crazy news a while ago that we had, gap down, obviously just tanking, right? We finally found that low May 15th. And a lot of people bought this low, made some great money here, right? A lot of people looked at this and said, this is bottom, I'm buying here. Majority of people that are doing that, anybody buying in this area, where are they putting their stops? If their stops aren't at the lows of this range, their stops are at these lows. I don't have to see anybody's screen to know that, right? That's just a given, because you're going to put it at the most recent lows to the left. And so big dogs in the market know this. And what happens to price? We push price all the way down to these lows, right? And take out these big lows. Now, this is where things get very interesting, because I was looking for this to happen, but we could have kept selling off, right? So what is key that happened here? For me, what's key is we breach these lows and then quickly reclaim them. Not just inverse that, but this is all an inversion of order flow. This is all bearish order flow originally, right? So we can mark this. This was originally bearish order flow. If we're going to continue to sell off and not sweep this low, we will respect this. It's not a matter of if. We will respect this to go lower. We did not respect this. We instead inverse price action and get my personal model. There's many other ways you could have identified an entry here. It maybe it was a break of a lower time frame EMA. There's many ways you could have found an entry. This is obviously my system, which is that inversion after sweeping the liquidity to the left, right? Everybody that's long got stopped out, generating the liquidity to now go higher. And what's beautiful about this is I literally got the trigger for this trade officially, I want to say I got it on this day, but I'd be lying because officially the trigger came in on this day on August 13th there. That's when I got the trigger long. Next day, nothing happens. That night and after hours, what happens? Berkshire Hathaway buys it. Freaking Michael Burry buys it. Everybody's buying it, right? And that's where I always argue this, that price action gives us the knowledge and the direction before news ever really will. Now, that's one example, and you could say, oh, that's luck, Jordy. Well, sure, right? But this is happening every day in the market, right? This is happening every day, and multiple times have we talked, the crew through these types of things before. Now, of course, are you always going to be right? Maybe like sometimes I identify price action wrong, right? And maybe I was just wrong on the direction overall. That's going to happen, but more of the time that's happening on an intraday time frame, right? Where there's a lot more, I guess, variables to come into play. Whereas when we're looking at these bigger time frame kind of swing trades, it's a lot more definitive because we're playing on that bigger time frame more. Like even our entries are actually on this bigger time frame versus, my intraday stuff. Even though I very much trust my intraday stuff, there's more room for error because I'm going from bigger time frame to trying to align it on the lower time frame to actually find intraday entries, right? So I hope that makes sense. But just a great example with UNH there. I just thought that was beautiful. And when it was happening, it's nice to watch this happen because I've always in the past, I've been a victim, and well, not a victim, but a victim of the market being the one that got stopped out and then watching it run where I wanted it to go. Because how do those people feel right now, right? They were probably way too scared to get in when it broke lows, when in reality, that's what you want to see happen because that's going to generate the liquidity. Now, all these people, this was all liquidity being generated. And now this is liquidity being hunted, right? So now all these orders, all this money that was being put in here and all the stops that are sitting here gets triggered, which triggers that now big dogs can actually fill their freaking orders, and boom, hello, does the market reverse from that? But again, this is why you have to have points of confluence, right? The market could have easily, UNH could have easily just kept selling off, but we gather thoughts based off probabilities here, and we know, okay, well, the probability of us coming back in after seeing us inverse order flow like this completely is extremely low. We can't expect to see that. That would be predicting versus reacting. If we're reacting to the market, we have to react and say, well, we should have respected this and gone lower. We didn't. The market's telling us it wants to run through it, which means I need to run standard deviation on this manipulation leg. Why is this a manipulation leg? Well, this is the last series of down close candles that swept liquidity to the left, where we expect everybody up here to get stopped out. So I need to run a Fibonacci to give me some sort of price targets as well. That lines up with previous highs. This whole zone from -2 to -2.5 is reversal zone. Obviously, we're continuing up into that to full target at -4. That's full target. We probably get full gap fill, in my opinion, on UNH. But I think we're coming into an area where I think things are going to probably slow down and get quieter on UNH. Not that it can't go higher. I do think it can. I'm still bullish. I have no reason to be bearish, but starting to begin to think that the retail trade is kind of over soon. And I know Casey's thinking the same thing because he's looking to take profits at that gap fill. So those are my overall thoughts. I know it was really long-winded, but biomass, I hope that kind of I originally from the beginning kind of answer your question too, because that's how I look at things. I could care less about any news, long-term, short-term, really doesn't matter. Of course, big tariff news or COVID news is going to play a role, and we need to be aware of that. I'm not saying, that won't play a role, but for the most part, when I'm looking at any news coming out, that's just fuel for the fire in terms of what I'm looking at on price action. It's not changing my bias or my direction or my thought process. It's only telling me volatility's coming, Jordan, right? New home sales at 10 o'clock. Okay. Do I care about the number? No. I don't care if it's good, bad, because it doesn't make it bullish or bearish. None of that shit matters. What matters is 10 o'clock, we're getting volatility. What's the price action telling me? That's where that's where my brain goes. So I hope that makes sense.
Check out Poet.
Poet. By the way, if you want to share your screen again, Casey, here, I can throw it to you if you want it.
Yeah, let me pull it up over here.
I just wanted to show that on UNH. I thought that was beautiful. Uh-oh. I took myself out. There we go.
I guess I can leave that on for right now. Poet, this name's getting a lot of call flow right now. $12 calls for January 2027 and 2028. It's having, I mean, a really good week. Pretty decent day. As a decent day, stops up 24%. Taking out this high right here. Not only that, I mean, actually, let me clear all that shit out of here. You know, the less indicators on your screen, the better. I mean, you had a nice little, I wonder if it looks even cleaner on the monthly. Yeah, it does. Nice little inverse potential head and shoulders that's playing out on the larger time frame. All got family here. Hearing someone through the door. Golden Doodle's going crazy. Here. And here. I mean, and it's funny that they're targeting $12 because if you mark $12, look where that takes it to. Not really a coincidence. That's kind of where all of these orders are coming in. So if you look at Poet $12 calls for January 21st, 2028, today alone, 2.53 million combined in calls at the ask. And now Poet $12 calls January 15, 2027. Let me get this one pulled up. Hurry up and load. Come on. 1.3 million at the bid, 3.93 million at the ask. So almost 3 times the amount of calls at the ask versus the bid. So a lot more buying than selling. For those January 2028s, I mean, the difference was 500,000 to 2.56 million. So about, what is that? Like 4 to 5 times the amount of call buying at the ask versus selling for the bid. And again, just larger time frame inverse head and shoulders coming up to this $8 area, but they're targeting 12. So this is where this consolidation happened last time. If it gets a break in base above 8, I mean, a lot of flow that's coming in right now. If it can break in base above that, it's looking good for 12. So they're buying time. So obviously, because this is based on, a monthly time frame, which 100% makes sense. Wattbender said something about Amazon.
Yeah, volume coming in, he said.
We'll
get MOC in about 8 minutes as well.
Amazon,
so watch out,
go.
guys.
What are you trading on? A 30-second chart? This thing pops up 15 cents.
She's starting to curl. She's starting to curl.
I was expecting to see some kind of ripper candle in here, like boom. Looking good. Amazon's in a squeeze on the 15-minute. Look at this consolidation right here. It's starting to break out of it, though. Look at that compression. Look at all them red dots right there.
Compress it.
Compression. 30-minute. Same thing. Consolidation starting to pop up. It's coming back up to yesterday's high area, which is right here. 1 hour. Look at this freaking chop box of a fucking stock right now.
Chop box.
Like,
yeah, it is.
yeah.
It is in a rough chop zone, but after accumulation, manipulation, and then we expect distribution. So in due time.
Yeah, like, what the heck are you doing?
Wattbender said, Casey, shut your John Donner General ass up.
If you're going to say Amazon's going, I need more than 15 cents. Look at this, though. Look, this
really
is the 4-hour chart.
Over that zone you got at the top.
Yeah, look at this 4-hour chart right here in Amazon. Just, you got this spot down here. You got this chop range right here. That's no touchy. And then up here, like, she's coiled. I mean, it's been in here since Tuesday, September 23rd, just back and forth, back and forth. SPY's starting to go up a little bit. Qs, look at that. Hey, Jordan, did you hold that long earlier on Qs after the gap fill?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, here. I'll run you through what I did. It was on. It was right here. We got that gap fill. This is on NQ. And we're just at the bottom of one of my zones that I was expecting us to hold bullish. And we got my entry model here. So I got entries off this 13, 14 area. You could have just traded it into this high, honestly, because that was like 50 points from that entry. But I wanted that 5 minute. Basically, it was 5 minute fair value that I wanted us to retest. That was untapped, and we ended up finally getting it. So I took it to there. It was a little long because we popped up and then retraced back to entry, and my stop is sitting right here. So almost hit stop, but then went
Mine
right
did.
back to...
Mine got stopped right at entry after the first
I know my stop had to be below like this momentum candle essentially. Because we still I still had reason for us to hold this inverse that I had, this little for value gap box. So I was like, okay, I gotta just be below that low. Even low a day I was okay with doing initially. But still I almost got taken out, and then they saved me and took it to that profit. It was like 70 points, and not bad. Okay, now we're popping back up. Got MOC in 4 minutes here, guys.
IWM's trying. Well, someone already took those Poet $12 calls.
Somebody was talking about Reddit, or Nancy was talking about Reddit. Shout out Nancy, always in here.
I got bounce here in a second.
No worries. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up soon anyway. Reddit gotta be bullish, but it can dip more if it needs to. We are respecting this for value here on the bigger time frame, weekly time frame, which I love. But we can trade into this box that I have, so just be aware of that. I don't really have. Actually, that'd be a lie. I do have technically a trigger from this area. So Nancy,
what time frame is that on?
It's not bad. What's that?
What time frame is that chart on?
This is a 4 hour here. And I really actually like
the weekly
we have here. Yeah, I was looking at the weekly. That's what I like too. We're getting delivery from the spot.
It could go a little bit lower.
That's what I'm saying. I have this zone here. If we need to trade to 188.98, it definitely can, no problem. And things are totally fine on this bigger time frame.
Yeah.
But I won't mind if technically I'm getting a trigger here. And it's essentially what I'd be looking for. Like move back to this gap. It is it's not the sexiest trade, but it's an opportunity. I don't hate it, Nancy. I really don't. I would say gotta be prepared though to see us trade to maybe 188.90 if this doesn't hold this area here. We need to get that move over this high, over these highs here, and get back up.
It should be around 208.6. Where does that level line up on that chart?
208.6.
Yeah.
Right here, 208.60.
Yeah,
basically where we were rejecting all these days.
Yeah. On the 4 hour, because 208.60 area from, let me zoom out to the left a little bit. I mean, that's kind of.
Oh, I see what you're looking at, though. Yeah, those are those lows that we swept to the left.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if it's just going to bear flag right here if it continues to stay underneath on this 4 hour, and then maybe go down and hit that low first, or if it can reclaim it and push higher.
We definitely can. So yeah, I would say here, in terms of like trying to trade this on this bigger time frame, if we're under 202.40, I mean, you gotta expect us to trade to the lows in this trade to get invalidated. But that is my model right there. It's just not the cleanest looking. We should have MOC coming out right now. Right now.
IWM is good.
Mer. 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 Kinda man. Mm-mm. Understand.
All right, we should see this in 10 seconds. All right, where's the MOC? What we got? Give it to me, baby, like boom, boom, boom. Just trying to see this MOC.
829 million to the buy side on S&P, 350 million to the buy side on NASDAQ. It's a light one.
Very small.
Well, that looks like a wrap on the day.
Yep, I'm about to sign off. Got to
Beautiful
got
day,
family
sir.
over. They're gonna
Made some
watch
great
the
trades
kids.
today.
Gotta go get a new gym membership.
Mm.
Gotta get back into the gym. I'm getting fat.
Get back in there.
I know.
You know, I'll tell your ass if you're looking fat, Casey. I'm not
I
gonna
know you
sugarcoat
will.
it.
I know
I'll be
you
like
will.
you do. You looking chunky over there.
I'm gonna be on stream one day. Jordan's gonna be like, "Damn, your face got fat as fuck, Casey. What are you doing?"
Keep this motherfucker in check over here. No, good stuff. Well, enjoy the day, Casey. Appreciate
You
you
as
always
well,
hopping on,
brother.
my man.
Of course,
Always
absolutely. I'll
fun.
catch you guys later.
Yes, sir. Make sure all you in the chat are following Casey on X here and on YouTube. I think you're posted on YouTube, huh?
Yeah. YouTube, and then I do free live streams all the time. My Sunday night live stream that I do to cover, a pre-week kind of plan for top things that I'm watching, and then also I do a pre-market show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I did one this morning. I'm gonna do my other one on Thursday, just to do a quick 30-minute session before, see how things move overnight, see how the market's setting up. So all that's always streamed onto the YouTube channel as well.
Yes, sir. Good stuff.
So
all right, ladies and gents,
it.
well, we're gonna wrap it up. This market's closing up. We got MOC. It's a wrap for the day, but we'll see what the Wednesday has to hold. We got FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow, which I think is coming out. I don't know. Government shutdown, right? So that's still coming out though. I think because that's
it should, I believe.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Find out.
Either way, it's not going to change price action for us too much.
Yeah.
I don't think so. We'll still be able to make plenty of money and have fun. So we'll see everybody then. We'll probably be back on stream on the back half of tomorrow as well. So expect another stream. And yeah, have a great day, everybody. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace
Later,
out.
guys.
Late.